Welcome back to the GSN. This is your host, Sammy33, and we are one home run away. 6-game homestand. Albert Pujols, one home run away from a very exclusive club. So, it would be fitting if it was against the Cubs, wouldn't it? The opener in this series, you got Adam Wainwright, who's pitched really well to this point in the season. Sub-3 ERA, close to a sub-1 whip, facing off against off-season acquisition. Stroman, someone I was hoping the Cardinals would get. Good start in the bottom of the second. You can see it's a fully packed house. Can't imagine why. Dickerson grounds out to first or to second, and that's going to score a run. So the Cardinals get an early lead in the bottom of the third. Carp, not the home run everyone's coming to see, but Carp says welcome. By the way, just want to note, first of all, some priorities. Home run for Carp makes it a 2-0 game. So let's wait on that. Pujols is up to bat right now. You can see the bottom of the fourth got walked in his first at bat in the bottom of the second. So what I want to bring up is Pujols. He has done some damage against the Cubs and this franchise. 3 games in Wrigley, 3 home run game in Wrigley earlier this season, and in one series, that one, he had 5 home runs. So Pujols has been feasting on Cub pitching. You can see here is a 3-1 count. This says he got walked in the second inning. It's a 4-pitch walk. Stroman not really giving Albert a lot to work with here. You figure he'd press, trying to get that home run to chase. He's able to hold up there. His second walk of the evening. Going to the bottom of the 6th. Now you've got Gibbons in, so 2-2 count and Pujols. He grounds out to the shortstop. Pujols hitless on the day. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get that home run in the opener. Only 4 hits for the Cardinals altogether. 3 for the Cubs. Not a lot of hits going around. You can see here a 6-4-3 double play. Nicely turned by Carp. And a complete game shutout. Wainwright. Obviously only 3 hits. 3 strikeouts. Cardinals take the opener. Stroman didn't pitch bad. 3 hits, 2 runs. See an RBI ground out and a solo home run by Carp, but no run support. That's kind of what happens. Sosa, O'Neill, Arenado with the other hits. And for the Cubs, Nico and Johnny VR, Velasquez. He gets the 3rd and final hit. Hendricks, the professor. Someone who doesn't throw hard, so it's honestly a perfect matchup for Pujols, because you have someone that's not going to be extremely difficult to hit. Edman, see lead off trying to get things started, but Velasquez lays out in late field. What a play. Thinking you're getting started with a double that may get over his head, possibly a triple with the right bounce, but he lays out a perfect route to the ball and a perfectly timed diving catch. But going to the second, Justin Turner recently called up his first 2 runs driven in of the season, 2-0. And then the bases get loaded also in the bottom of the second, and Dylan Carlson goes yard. So this game is going to get blown open early. Think about this. That's his 17th home run of the season. Well, Carlson's doing work, in grand fashion. Got Pujols coming up in the bottom of the 3rd. And they're going to say he went around on that. Ouch. So he's going to strike out against Drew, which is, again, a lefty out the pen. A perfect situation. Going to the 5th. Pujols drives one to center. That, though, is going to be right at the center fielder. Now it's going to be caught. In the bottom of the 6th. Now an 8-0 game. Edman. Great contact on that ball. Smashes it to right center. That, my friends, is going to be a 2-run double. And it is 10-0 St. Louis. 10 runs for the Cardinals at this point. The Cubs had 6 hits total in the game. Think about that. They just have another lefty, almost like they're trying to make this happen. Pujols first pitch swinging. He is going to ground out to the shortstop. It's going to be his only, his last at bat of the game. And Miles, the runners on the corners in the 9th. He looks to get a fly out to center to Turner. Guess what? Miles, also a complete game shutout. 6 hits for the Cubs, 13 hits for the Cardinals. Masterful pitching, 2 strikeouts, 6 hits for Michaelis. Hendricks, the nasty 6. Inning in the 3rd, 6 hits, 6 runs, 6 of them earned. He gets the loss. In the finale, you see the pitching, no runs allowed. Steven Mott's on the mound. He's been kind of hit or miss, so cannot necessarily guarantee he pitches well. I can tell you this. There are 30 hits combined in this game. Spoiler. So let's see. Going to the first, it did not take long there. So you get a runner on, gets moved over to third, a double, and then nothing comes of it because even with no outs, 3 outs, I'll pop up a strikeout and a ground out to third, no runs, bullet dodge, not for long in the 2nd. Oof. Baseball crush. Great diving play last game. Nelson, a 2-run bomb off of Steve in the left field. 7th of the season. That's going to give the Cubs an early 2-0 lead. So they finally put some runs up this series. Alec Mills on the bump for the Cubs. Pujols, first at bat of the game. Everyone in the building looking for that historic home run. Oh, 2 count for Albert. He not going to get in there. Nice pitch inside, trying to get the swing and miss. Hold off. Fouls off a pitch there. Tell you, Pujols, remember, said there's 30 combined hits in this game. I would say Pujols did have a couple. Let's see, there's one. His first hit of the series. And then going to the bottom with Pujols on first. Newbar drives one into left center in the gap. And Pujols somehow on his horse able to score from first. Barely, but he does. The Cardinals on the board 3-1. And Herrera drops one in. That makes it a 3-2 game. So we go back to Albert. 1 for 1 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Still a 3-2 game. Pujols. It's one high, it's one far. That's going to be the left center, but caught. So he's still sitting at 699. But we're going to stay in the 4th because Herrera comes up to bat. 2 men on, 2 men score. The Cardinals go up 4-3. Now an interesting one. Going to the bottom of the 5th. You see, Paul Goldschmidt hitless in this series. He's had some struggles recently, but speaking of milestones, Paul sitting at 299 home runs quietly. All the focus on Albert getting 700, and you can see he gets into a ball, he drives it out to deep center, and that is going to land on the grass. So Goldschmidt is 20th of the season. 1 of 2 hits on the day for him, so he would break out of his slump a little bit. Not as big a number as 700, but the crowd totally into it as well, so they didn't get the milestone they wanted yet. But Goldy doing his thing. Crazy to think, big picture, he could be in discussion for the Hall of Fame. You know, obviously IRL, you add in a MVP trophy to what he's done. But what a career for this guy so far. Just quietly puts up solid numbers. The hometown faithful giving him a proper salute. So 300 for Goldsmith. So now the crowd definitely is pumped up. 6-3 Pujols, 3-2 count. Again, not chasing. Another walk for Albert this series. And Hicks. Well, Mott's left with the lead. And he definitely is going to get a no decision. Now, Clint Frazier, ex-Yankee, ex-Cleveland Guardian, his only home run of the season, his first. And Pujols, I did say he had 2 hits. Here was the other. Bases clearing, double. Though the Cardinals, he is in a situation where he has to be pitched to. He is a 3-run double. The machine doing work. This will be his last at-bat of the series, and what a way to go out. Coyotes in the ninth. We're gonna struggle. You can see. Trading places on second base there. Throw to third. Not there. Gonna sweat. 10-9 game runner on third, but a pop-up. Pujols playing first this game, fitting he would make the last out. And the Cardinals get the brooms out and sweep the Chicago Cubs 10-9. 17 hits for the Cubs, 13 for the Cardinals. So Albert does not get that historic home run, but he does get some hitting, and that hopefully is a sign of things to come. Next series is against the Marlins, so he will try once again to hit 700, hopefully at home. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see if he can get it done against Miami. Check it out next episode.